Hey everyone, how's my audio? We are live. Today we're going to be reviewing this tweet by Yasmine Mohammed. You guys know Yasmine Mohammed. She's an ex-Muslim, famous ex-Muslim. Used to co-host a show with her, secular jihadist, but now the show keeps going on, but she's not on it anymore. So she posted this tweet about my recent, even though she doesn't mention me, this is about her. How's my audio, by the way? About the recent post that I made about the Hindu goddess Kali, which a lot of Hindus found offensive, and there was a whole bunch of reactions. Again, I don't need to go over the details with you guys. You guys know what's happening. Maybe I should, because some people might not know what's happening. So I posted this Hindu goddess picture of a Hindu goddess called Kali. I said she was sexy, and now half of India is after me. I'm exaggerating. There's some exaggeration happening here. Okay, maybe it's not half of India. Maybe it's like 40% of India. No, I'm kidding. But yes, a lot of people, by the way, have changed their profile pictures to Kali. I'm seeing that everywhere on Twitter, and also a little bit. So basically, what happened is I have now a couple of legal lawsuits against me and police reports against me. There are Bollywood actors and actresses telling everybody to come report my accounts. They're trying to take down our Patreon account. Oh, by the way, guys, talking about Patreon account, I promised everybody that we're going to make our own sexy Cali once we reach 150 patrons. And we reach 150 patrons, and it's still going. It's still going up. Now we're 155. I don't know what to do. But again, we're at 150 patrons, above 150 patrons. So thank you to everybody that is supporting the Sexy Cali project. And I just wanted to show you guys that it's happening. Look, these are the design submissions. A lot of artists are giving us the design. I like this one, so I like this one so far. This one's looking good. So I told you guys we're gonna make our own sexy Cali. I wasn't lying. We are making our own sexy Cali. Look, she's gonna have an Atheist Republic tattoo on her leg as well. This is another one. Look, she has like Atheist Republic tattoo here, right? So so this is our, so I don't know which one we're gonna pick, but this one looks really nice. I don't know. Maybe this one. There's this one. There's many Calis here is happening. Okay, so we're gonna have our own, and then once it's ready, it's gonna be available for you guys to use, if for free. But again, T-shirts is going to be for Atheist Republic. Okay, so I'm gonna make that available to everybody. So that's happening. But anyway, so Yasmine Mohammed didn't comment on it for a while. This whole backlash, and oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, yes, death threats. We're also getting death threats. I told you guys that I'm getting that. In the past couple of days, I've gotten more death threats than I have got from So the past 15 years of my anti-Islam activism, did I combine all the death threats combined, doesn't add up to the death threats that I'm getting from the Hindus in the past couple of days, right? So setting a record here. What else? Yes, you guys already know. The people who don't know, we're getting pornographic images of my mom, of my wife, and then threats of things that I can't say. I don't know YouTube. I don't know what the rules on YouTube's are anymore. But yeah, so yay, fun. Well, at least on the plus side, that is atheism started trending in India for the first time, and a lot of atheists in India are now discovering us. Oh, but also I also want to make sure that we shouldn't be generalizing. A lot of Hindus are calling this crap out. Hashtag not all Hindus. A lot of Hindus are supporting me. A lot of Hindus who didn't even like the cartoon are still supporting me. So I want to put that out of the way just to make sure that we don't generalize. Another thing I want to do is to agree with the first tweet that Yasmin said. Okay. The first tweet was completely okay. I mean, there's some issues with it, but let me address that, because here's one thing we criticize a lot of the Hindus, the vast majority of Hindus that are not sending me death threats, that are defending me. There's still something that I want to criticize those Hindus for, because some of them still deny that they have a problem. You know what I mean? So they're not as vile and disgusting as these Hindus that are coming after me with death threats, with rape threats, with going after my family, with getting their cyber bully, Hindu cyber bully coming after me. There's so many different campaigns right now. There's campaigns trying to take out my Twitter account. There's campaigns trying to hack my Facebook account. There's campaigns trying to take down my Gmail account. And there's also campaigns trying to take out a Patreon account. By the way, if that happens, please help me get it back. I don't know what I'm gonna do if I lose our Patreon account, so please help me with that. But I mean, a lot of Hindus are not like that. A lot of the Hindus are not like that. A lot of the Hindus are not like that. Okay. But the Hindus that are not like that, they have to admit that they have a problem in the community, and I'll show you how that's done. I'll show you how that's done. Oh, by the way, guys, remember, by the end of this live stream, I'm going to go to the community tab. I'm going to send you the link to, if you want to hop on this live stream with me and talk to me on audio or video. I'm going to make a member only, like I'm going to make a post link here in the community tab of the channel, so you guys could hop on. But if you do hop on as a member, you don't have to, but if you want, you can come. But make sure it's about this topic, okay? So I'm going to do something. Oh, crap. Let me see, actually, if I could do it properly here. Ooh, I should have had this prepared before. Oh, yeah, okay. So here, Yasmine is calling out something that I'm also going to call out, right? Because, again, when we have a problem within our own community, you don't hide it. You call it out. And Yasmine is doing that. And I'm going to do that as well, okay? I'm going to do it as well, okay? Guys, somebody is saying those are fake Hindu accounts. Yeah, sure. Everything that you don't like is fake. Sure. Whatever you say. Here's the thing. Yasmine is saying, wait, who is saying that? Are you saying who's fake? You guys, come on. Yeah, I have is a police reports and legal and all the fake by who? Like, do you think, like, a lot of people there's so many conspiracy theories. There are a lot of conspiracy theories, but there's Muslims that are fake, that are making fake Hindu accounts that are coming at me. Yeah, sure, thousands of fake Hindu accounts coming after me because what? Because they're offended. Oh, they're trying to make the Hindus look bad. Again, this is exactly how Muslims think everything is a Zionist conspiracy. A lot of Hindus think everything is a Muslim conspiracy. But anyways, let's see what she's saying. Yasmine is saying there's concerning upsprung of hate toward Hindus from atheist ex-Muslims on Twitter. So it's very interesting because Yasmine, this shit show was happening for a while, and Yasmine did not comment on it. And every single ex-Muslim that I knew commented on it. And Yasmine waited and did not comment on it until she found one ex-Muslim that was saying some vile and disgusting things about Hindus. Then she jumped in. So she wanted to she was waiting for an example from the other side to come over again until she started commenting. Before that, she didn't comment. And let's see who this is. So, but I will call it out as disgusting as well, right? I hope we can all remember that ideologies are very different from individual people, and be careful to always make it clear a clear distinction between them. I completely agree with this part. Okay, so this tweet that is now deleted, now it's not there anymore. Let me actually, there's screenshots of it. So see, this is vile and disgusting stuff. This is an ex-Muslim, Prophet Sarah, very disgusting. Ex-Muslim. See, again, guys, I'm an ex-Muslim, and I see if this is coming from the ex-Muslim community, I'll call it out. This is horrible. This is disgusting. There's no excuse for this. There's zero excuse for this. And then people called her out. Oops. Nope, not going there. And then this was her response. Let's see. This was her response. Okay, look at this. She's saying, am I not allowed to hate Hindus? I hate when people say that. Every time you disagree with somebody and you tell them, like, you are a disgusting, vile human beings for having views like that, they're like, am I not allowed? Am I not allowed? Yes, you are allowed. You are allowed to be a vile, disgusting human being. You are allowed to do that. You are allowed to do that. But we're going to call you out on it. Okay? Nobody's saying you're not allowed. Every time they criticize, like, hey, that is wrong. Am I not allowed? Yes, you're allowed, but it's wrong. What does this got to do? Who said you're not allowed? Yes, you are. Like, they shift the discussion to something else. They're shifting the discussion to something else. They're like, you are doing something disgusting and it's wrong. And like, am I not allowed? Did I say you're not allowed? Did I say you're not allowed? Or did I say it's disgusting and it's wrong? They like make, because they can't defend themselves, they shift the argument to something else that we're not even talking about, right? Imagine if I went online and said, like, let's say I made a tweet online, okay? I posted a tweet and said, hey, every I hope all the blind people in the world right now are having a miserable day. Post that on Twitter. And you guys came at me and said, like, what the hell is wrong with you, Armin? What is that? What what is this, Armin? Like, how you're a horrible human being. And I come at you say, like, am I not allowed to say that? Are you saying I'm not allowed to say that? I'm free to say that. Nobody said no, and let's see, none of the comments is telling me that I'm not allowed to say it. They're just saying that what you're saying is disgusting and immoral. That's the comment. That's what they're saying. But Mike, instead of responding to defending my position, I jump into like, well, I'm allowed to say it. Yes, you are allowed to say it, but you are a disgusting human being for saying it, and we're gonna call you out for it. So this, never let this defense of people like, am I not allowed? Am I not free to say that? Never let that slide. Never let that slide. Every time somebody says, am I not allowed? Just say like, yes, you're allowed to be a disgusting human being. Just say, tell them that, right? Like nobody is telling you that you're not allowed. I mean, if somebody is, then they're an idiot. But sane people are not saying that you're not allowed. Yes, you are allowed, and we're going to call it out. I only represent myself. Yes, so good thing you're saying that. You don't represent the rest of us ex-Muslim. You're representing your own vile, disgusting views. What is this? Hindus? Oh, she means Hindus. Hindus are the real evil of this world. Wow. Okay, this is disgusting. I'm calling this out as disgusting. Fuck you, you insensitive pieces of shit. No, Sarah, fuck you. Fuck you, Sarah. Fuck you, okay? And then somebody said, hate ideas, not an entire bunch of people. Yes, exactly, Wishak. Exactly. And then Prophet Sarah says, this is my emotion. You can't control it. I hate Al-Hindus. Again, you can't control it. Nobody's saying that we can control you, but we're going to call it out. Again, this is shifting our discussion to something that we're not saying, right? How's my audio? Everything is okay here? Yes. Well, what's that noise? All right, hold on. Let's go. So okay, but again, I agree with Yasmin that was disgusting and it's wrong, but it's amazing because she didn't highlight. She didn't, like, there was waves and waves and waves, a tsunami of death threats and violent, disgusting things were coming at me. And to be fair, she calls it out here. She touched on it a little bit down here. Hey, guys, can you turn off that audio? Tell Sean to turn off that audio. Close the door. She does call it out, but she didn't say anything. It was radio silence until she found this example. And let's look at this account, right? Let's look at this account. Who's this? Sarah the Prophet, right? She's like 545 followers, right? I mean, that's her. Okay, she came from Saudi Arabia. She's an ex-Muslim. I mean, like, not really one of the main ex-Muslim content creators out there, right? Like, not like the Abdullah Samir, not like I mean, it should be called out. But again, I wonder, like, is this what you were waiting for, to put your take on it, to show like one example of one of our side having a violent, disgusting take before you address all this crap that is happening? Why did you wait until here? Okay. And then to me, it's just a little bit like, I just need clarification, right? I just feel like I need some clarification because, again, what I was hoping is that these Hindutva people don't get their token ex-Muslim. All right. And if I feel like Yasmin, again, maybe she's not, but if I feel like Yasmin, she feels like she has like a huge Hindutva following and she was waiting for this to like call this out, like she's trying to appeal to her Hindutva following because she didn't want to just call out the nonsense. Like, she was waiting to call out the Hindutva backlash only when she could have the other side to highlight as well. Is that her strategy? I hope that's not her strategy, but let's listen to her, because let's see what she says here. Okay. She says, I understand this started with ex-Muslim atheists mocking Hindu gods. Guys, she's talking about me, right? She's talking about me. And I don't know why she's not referring to me. Like, she doesn't mention me by name. She's been like, I don't know. Okay, I love Yasmin. I don't understand what she's happening here. Like, I think, like, why is she like being sensitive about actually saying what she's referring to, right? Does she want to not give me like any more attention, or is that what she's worried about? I don't know. Okay. And she said, like I said before, I disagree with that entirely. Disagree with what? First of all, I didn't mock. I'll show you my response to this. Okay. Like I said before, I disagree with that entirely. I denounce Muhammad and his example of disrespecting what others hold dear. So she's comparing me to Muhammad here, right? She says that she doesn't agree with mocking other people's gods. Guys, but once I'm done with all of this, I'm going to focus on the live chat, okay? I disagree that entirely. I denounce Muhammad and his example. So she's saying that she disagrees with me, like mocking Hindu gods, first of all, which I didn't mock Hindu gods, but let's say I did. She disagrees with that entirely because she thinks like this is what Muhammad would do. I denounce Muhammad and his examples of disrespecting what others hold dear. Having said that, retaliating by mocking people's families, even their dead mother, is beyond sick. So she's referring to the people that going after my dead mother, posting pictures of people doing gangbang and pornographic images of my dead mom. She's like, oh yeah, by the way, that's wrong. Okay, so well, thank you for that, Yasmin. I appreciate you calling that out as discussing, but let's focus on the first part, okay? Let's focus on this first part. Let me see what I said. This is my response to it. Again, I know that she was referring to me. Again, I tried to do this like a while back so that she has some time, maybe if she wanted to respond, but she didn't respond. She keeps subtweeting me. She doesn't respond to me. And even after I called her out on this, she didn't come and respond to me as well. She subtweeted me as well. Again, but we'll see. So I said, I didn't mock their gods. Right? I said she was sexy. Right? I said this way. I didn't mock their gods. I celebrated them. Even so, by the way, guys, I will get to mocking their gods, because if people say like, oh, Armin, you shouldn't mock their gods, and I say, well, I didn't mock their gods, but there's nothing wrong with mocking your gods, and I'll prove that by, at some point, I will get to mocking your gods. But right now, I really like your gods, so that I don't have anything to mock. Hindu mythology is just, it's just fucking epic. It's just delightful. All right. So I want to mock your gods to make a point, but there's not much to mock. It's just so fascinating and interesting. Once I find something to mock, I will mock. So she's saying, okay, so I said I celebrated them. Even so, what's wrong with mocking Hindu gods? Question mark. Muhammad, okay, so she compares me to Muhammad, and I'm explaining why it's different, okay? Even so, okay, no. Muhammad destroyed idols that were not his to destroy. He did not just mock other religions, he violently suppressed them. You guys see the difference? Do you guys see the difference? Okay, then I continue saying, here's what she said, because here's what I'm referring to. She said, Muhammad, having said that, okay, I disagree with that entirely. I denounce Muhammad and his example of disrespecting what others hold dear. So actually, she's suggesting that it's like Muhammad, and she doesn't like disrespecting what other people's hold dear. And remember, Yasmin is a very much an ex-Muslim, anti-Islam activist, right? So I asked, well, should we respect Islam, which many hold dear, right? So is that your standard now? That's my question. She never responded, right? Let's continue. You guys, the people in the live chat that think that say like, oh, Armin, you did mock. I will mock your God so that you actually can see what actual mocking looks like. Yeah, no, don't worry. Like, you think I'm shy? Like, you be like, oh, Armin is saying he didn't mock our God because he's shy. He's defending himself. No, I'm not shy. I will get to mocking your gods. I will get to mocking your gods. Okay. Oh, guys, look at this. Biro saying, please, people, don't support that idiot. Biro, yeah, you're a fucking moron, because you don't understand. The more you do that, the more support I'm getting. You guys keep going around. Like, I'm telling you guys, everything you're doing is helping me get more support. So And I'm being so transparent with you guys and showing how you guys are playing yourself. Keep doing what you're doing. Like, keep going and telling people like, oh, don't support it. Oh my God, Armin is so horrible. You guys are helping me so much, and I'm telling you how to stop helping me so that maybe you could have a better strategy, but you keep shooting yourselves in the foot. I owe you guys so much. Like, maybe I should give you some of the cuts from the patrons that we're making, patron money that we're making, because how much help you're making me, right? I mean, I told people like, hey, once we get to 150 patrons, I'm gonna start making sexy Callies, our own sexy Callies. And then now we get to 155. It keeps going. Even after we got to 150, it keeps going. By the way, guys, link to our Patreon is in the description. Every time these people say stop supporting him, or like, oh, let's go take down his Patreon account, I'm going to use that as an excuse to tell you guys, link to our Patreon is in the description. If you get us to if you get us to 170 patrons, I'm gonna hire an editor so that when we do these live streams, I could take like 10-minute highlights of the live streams. So for people who don't want to watch like 2 hours or 3 hours worth of live stream, we could do like 10-minute highlights. So yeah, so get us to 170 patrons, and I will hire an editor to cut that for you guys. Wow, oh wait, we missed the super chat. Oh, here first we got a super chat by Darko. Yeah, so Vero was saying don't support. See there, it backfired. Vero, look, it backfires. What you doing? It just like, you guys don't learn. You guys just look. I just got €5 super chat from Darko because of you, and Darko dedicated this to you, Vero. This one is for Vero. Thank you so much, Darko. And we also got a new member. Look, Ren is not a new member. And again, this is dedicated to Vero. Thank you so much. Oh no, look at this. We got another €5 super chat supporting my favorite idiot. See, Vero, look at this. Look what you're doing. Look, keep attacking me. Please, continue. Oh my God, this is so good. Okay. All right. So I called her out on it. Like, this is not at all like what Mohammed is doing. Okay. So instead of responding to me, she made a new tweet. And she said this: for the dishonest liars who are pretending that I am not consistent with Islam, read this thread. People are free to be obnoxious as they want, and I am free to disagree with it. Guys, did you notice what she just said? Did I not warn you about this one? I am free to disagree with it. Where did you guys see this before? Look at this. It's right here. Am I not allowed to hate Hindus? Look at this. I am free to disagree with it. Did anybody... Yes, man, what are you responding to? Are people saying that you are not free to disagree with it? Again, this is like a common tactic. Like, people say like, oh, you're wrong. And like, well, I'm free to have this view. Or like, I didn't say you're not free. I didn't say you're not free. Who said you're not free? We're just saying you're wrong. What kind of a defense that is? I could like use that against everything. I would like, hey, 2 + 2 is 5. Armin, that is wrong. Well, I'm free to say it. Yes, you are. Yes, you are free to say it. That's not what we're saying. We're just saying that's wrong. What kind of a comeback is that? What kind of a defense that is? What kind of a defense that is? That's only a defense if somebody is like filing a lawsuit against you for your position and saying you can't. I can say, you know what, Yasmin, you can't say that. I can say that. I'm supposed to say that I'm free to say Kali is sexy. You know why? Because they're filing lawsuits against me. I'm allowed to use that defense. I should go be like, hey guys, I should be free to say Kali is sexy. You know why that would be a good defense on my part? Because they're filing police reports. They're filing lawsuits against me. That would be a legitimate defense on my part. But is anybody doing that against you? Who's saying you're not free to say that? They're just disagreeing with, they're just voicing their, like you're saying like, oh, people are free to be obnoxious as they want and I'm free to disagree. Well, yeah, you're free to disagree and they're free to disagree with you. Oh, now you can, let's do this forever. Well, we're free to disagree with you. And or you can say, well, I'm free to disagree with you. Like, oh yeah, okay, great. Well, I'm free also to disagree with you. And we can do this. You want to do this forever? What kind of a comeback is that? I never understood that. Your opinion on my choice to disagree is of exactly zero significance to me. Does it sound like, guys, does it look like it's of zero significance to me? Like, why would you make this tweet if this opinion was of zero significance. It seems to me that there is at least a little bit of a significance, if you're responding to it. Wow, we got a new member. Stephanie is a new member. Thank you so much, Stephanie, for being a new member. Again, yeah, this is dedicated to all the people who are saying do not support Armin. Thank you so much. Yeah, we are not free to do what Armin did. Yeah, again, people, and yeah, a lot of people in India, they are the people that they are the ones that are not free. By the way, Deborah is a new mod here, so Marco is also a mod, so you guys be careful with the spam, guys. Dear mods, please do not ban people if they're just being insulting. If they're, if they want to insult, that they're free to insult. Insulting me is allowed on this account. The only thing that is not allowed is the repetitive, like messages, like 5 or 6 messages in a row. That's what's not allowed. Okay. But thank you so much for modding. And Soha is also a mod, I think. Yeah. All right. Let's see. So. All right, so this, she said this here. This is her. Let me see. Okay, so that she didn't have anything here. Oh, here. Let me see what she said. Oh, let me see what she was referring to, so that she's saying she was not disagree. She was being consistent. Okay, she said there's so much hula bal. What is this? Hula balu now over some people ripping up Quran. Yeah, so she didn't like us ripping up the Quran as well. Muslims running around and feeling offended and disrespected. Apparently some ex-Muslims too. The prophet of your religion destroyed countless idols that were meaningful to people of other religions. You are hypocrites. Yeah, but it's different. Yasmin, it's very different. When I rip the Quran, like here, I'll do it again. Every time somebody says like, yeah, well, I disagree with that. Here, like, this is the Quran. Here's a copy of the Quran. Here's a page of the Quran. My God, this Quran has so many pages. I could like desecrate the Quran for so long without losing my Quran. Go inside here. Look, this is the Quran. Okay? You know what's the difference between this and what Muhammad did, Yasmin? Can you guys tell her? Do you guys know what's the difference between what I just did and what Muhammad did? This is my Quran. I paid for it. And I didn't force any Muslims out there not to be a Muslim. I didn't force my opinions on them. I'm sitting here on my YouTube channel, on my Facebook page, on my Twitter account, expressing my views. Did I force my content on them? Like, no, they got exposed to my content because they came to me. I didn't go to them. Muhammad used violence to force he went and conquered Mecca, and he said, you either submit to Islam or you fucking die. That's what Muhammad did. Muhammad went and took other people's idols that he did not own, and he broke them, and he smashed them into pieces. Did I do that? Did I took anyone else's Quran? Did I remove anyone access to any Quran out there? No, I didn't. I paid for this. This is my Quran. That's all. And you know why I do it? Because of you, because of people like you who do not get it. Because you're people like who do not, because every time I use this as an excuse to show you the difference, because people like you cannot tell the difference. So I have to keep doing it so you can see the difference. Oh, here, she had this as well in response to what I was posting. Again, she keeps subtweeting me. And she keeps like responding to other people instead of directly at me. Okay, because once I quote tweeted her, some people started paying attention, and now she's saying maybe you're not looking hard enough. I also disagreed with people who were, wow, we got super, who were ripping and eating the Quran. See, she's referring to us, and she doesn't mention us. Why is she so scared? Why is she so scared of mentioning us? I would not. This hashtag desecrate the Quran. Oops, let's go back. As so many people, yeah, this is the hashtag that I started. This is the hashtag. Look, this is me. Where is it? This is me. I started this. Oh, look, Jimmy London agrees with me. Jimmy agrees with me, right? Yasmin disagree. I would not desecrate the Quran as so many people were doing. Okay, I would not break idols as the Prophet of Islam did. Guys, can you believe that she thinks these are the same thing? She thinks those are the same thing. She thinks me desecrating my own Quran is the same as Prophet Muhammad and going destroying other people's property. Like, come on, Yasmin, you're not this dumb. You are not this dumb. I know you're not this dumb. I know, Yasmin, you're much smarter than this. I know. I believe in you, Yasmin. I love you, okay? I love your work. I love everything you do. And I love your activism. So, and I know that you're not this dumb. I denounce him and his example. So she's saying that what I'm doing is his example. It's not complicated. No, it's not complicated, Yasmin. What you're saying is very simply moronic. It's a very moronic take. It's a shit take. So we have another person that I wish Susanna was here because she knows how to read your name, and I don't know. It's a Japanese name, but we got a 50 Denmark currency super chat. Thank you so much for that super chat, saying on your idea of Kali dominating Muhammad, a Hindu goddess dominating the Prophet of Islam after 800 years of Islamic rule in India sounds glorious. Oh yes, that's going to be our 4th design. Every month we're going to make a design. So I think the 4th design is going to be Kali. Muhammad is going to be in bondage. By the way, this is going to be consensual, right? Muhammad is like, they're both enjoying some BDSM with each other. Kali is going to be flogging Muhammad, and Muhammad is going to be in bondage. So yeah, that's going to be, again, 4th, every month we're going to do one art design. So that will be the 4th one. Ren is saying, hey Armin, I'm an artist. My first contribution will be dedicated to Bero. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Bero, look what you've done. Look what you've done, Bero. Guys, if I miss any of this amazing comments here, please mention them again once I start paying full attention to the live stream. All right, let's see. Was there any? All right, let me actually see what I said here. Again, okay, so let's say that I want to point this out. Let's say that Yasmin is not doing what I hope she's not doing. What I'm going to warn Yasmin is that this is what it comes across. See, I didn't heart this tweet because I don't know if this is true, okay? I don't know if this is true, but I'm just letting you know, Yasmin, that it looks like it, even if that's not your intention, okay? So this person is saying she's using a tweet from a small account with low fault, like to balance with I think this is like low likes to balance her criticism. Yeah, to balance her criticism of Hindutva fan base. So basically, this person is saying she didn't go after Hindutva. Like the Hindutva were doing so many crazy things, and she didn't call it out. She waited for that tweet, and now she has something to balance. Like she doesn't have to go full on anti-Hindutva. She has that to balance it out because she might notice that her anti-Islam activism is getting her a huge Hindutva following, and she doesn't really want to lose them. It come across like that. It might come across like that. So Yasmin, even if you're not doing that, please notice that it comes across like that. This is why I did this blasphemy against Hindutva, because I didn't want to make it. I wanted to clarify what I stand for and what I represent. Okay, so you don't have to do what I did. You don't have to blaspheme against Hinduism, but what you're doing here, Yasmin, comes across as trying to make sure you don't alienate a far right following that you have created. Okay, that's what it comes across. Might comes, and even if you're doing that, that's fine. But at least be transparent about it. Do not hide behind people can see what you're doing if that's what you're doing. Okay, like it, if you were like, hey, look, I have my Hindutva following and I don't want to alienate them. Do not try to hide behind these tactics. At least come out and say it. So this person is saying she reveals her bias when she's not okay with mocking Hindu gods, but is okay with scaremongering about Ilhan Omar. Again, I don't know about this. This is just all speculation, and this is why I didn't like it. But even if this is not true, I'm just telling Yasmin that's what it comes across like, right? I was going to highlight something else, but I don't know what that was. Okay, so she also I just went on, like, this is a tweet from her in 2017. So she doesn't like us making cartoons of Hindu goddesses. Apparently mocking Islam, mocking goddesses is like Muhammad's way. So I wonder if Charlie Hebdo making cartoons about Muhammad and Islam, is that also Muhammad's way? Because she seems to be in full support of Charlie Hebdo. I mean, let's look at this article that she linked to, right? I mean, like, look, like Charlie Hebdo, that she seems to be like saying bravo. Like, okay, what is this, right? This is Charlie Hebdo, right? This is a god, right? This is Jesus. And they're making cartoon caricatures of other people's gods, which many people hold dear. So are we going to call this out as well? I mean, is this wrong? I mean, my cartoon of Hindu goddesses was much better than this one. I mean, at least this is like obviously like a caricature, like a mocking of, I don't know, it's a cartoon. I mean, my cartoon was beautiful. I mean, this is also kind of, I mean, I not to like say anything bad about Charlie Hebdo. I'm just saying that my cartoon seems to be a celebration of that goddess, right? And yeah, again, I don't want to, I mean, I like Charlie Hebdo's style. I'm not saying anything bad against that, but it's obviously meant to be like a joke against these ideas, right? Rather than a celebration of it. Wait, what? No, I don't believe that. Dark is saying Charlie Hebdo made a great Cali cartoon. My God, that's not true. But if it was true, that would be so epic. Imagine if they did that. Did they? No, come on. You guys are teasing me. I don't believe you. British Pakistani anything. The woman who tweeted F Hindus has a link to YasmineMohammed.com in her bio. No way. Does she? Okay, but that's not fair to Yasmin. We don't have to highlight that because it's not like Yasmin can control everybody that's okay. Yasmin can do a better job at controlling who's following, who's supporting her, like I do, right? Like I go and call out for people. I tell Hindutva people, like, by the way, I'm anti-Hinduism as well. If I gain a far right following, I also point out that just because I'm anti-woke, that doesn't mean I'm far right, and I start attacking the far right sacred cows as well. So that's as much as I could do to make sure that I control my following. But even after you do that, you cannot control every single individual one of them, right? So you cannot be like, I'm sure there's some person with a very disgusting, vile views out there that even with all my efforts is still following me and still supporting me. Like I can't be like, you're going to hold me responsible for every single one of them. So I think that would be unfair to hold Yasmin accountable to that. But at least what she could do, she doesn't have to like, I mean, she still can. I mean, but I just not to be. I just hope that Hindutva people do not get their token ex-Muslim, right? I don't want them. I'm not saying Yasmin is their token ex-Muslim. I'm hoping she doesn't become their token ex-Muslim. So I'm basically putting this video out there as a service, right? Rishti, can you put the Arabic version of your name as well? Because I keep forgetting. Rishti, I keep forgetting what your name actually is. If you happen to appear in court, just tell them I would apologize for my actions if you prove to me that Kelly is not sexy. Yeah, like the court has to prove me wrong. Hold on. Guys, does Charlie Hebdo have a Cali cartoon? That would make my day so much. Okay, Charlie Hebdo. Guys, we should go and tell like people. We should make a campaign on Charlie Hebdo and get Charlie Hebdo to make a Cali cartoon. Oof! If we do that, imagine all the Hindutva people who are supporting. Yeah, I know Hindus are not Hindutva. Okay, I know that. Okay, but imagine all the conservative Hindus and the Hindutva, and I know that they're not the same, but imagine all the people that were supporting Charlie Hebdo now if they see Charlie Hebdo have a Cali cartoon. Oh my God, that would be glorious. That would be so glorious, right? Anyways, let me get you guys up here. So I'm going to go to the community section of this YouTube channel, and I'm going to say, come and join me live, and then going to make this to all members only. And yeah, it's already all members, and I'm going to get the link for you guys. Copy the link, and let me just close this window and then post it. So is this right? Is this the right link? Yes. All right, post it. So guys, anybody who's a member, there's a new link on the members tab if you want to hop on. No pressure, you don't have to hop on, but if you do hop on this call, make sure that it's about this topic, okay? And please keep it short, concise, short, and try to have, if you have a lot of background noise, maybe try another day. Let me see. Let me focus on the live chat. Oh, we already have Rishi. Rishi is here. Hey. Oh, he left. Okay. Dark is saying it's a drawing of Kelly with middle fingers on all 6 hands. Oh, yeah, you're right. I've seen that. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Rishi keeps coming and falling, coming up and then leaving. I don't know. Yeah, you're right. I was like noticing people posting that. I didn't even notice what I was looking at. Okay, Rishi, you keep coming up and then falling out. Are you here for good now, or are you gonna fall off again?
Yeah, I'm here for good
Okay.
now. Oh, my mic
Okay.
wasn't working. That's why I dropped down.
Okay. Tell me
Yep.
what you got.
Yeah, so what I'm realizing, the people who are sort of ex-Muslim or liberal Muslims in India, they want to make a place in Hindu majority society in India, and that's why they are like uh, connecting themselves towards this Hindutva ideology of the current political party. It's like Tariq
But
Fateh, if you know him.
but Tariq Fateh is not ex-Muslim though. He's like a Muslim reformist. I'm actually very
Yeah,
proud of the ex-Muslim. It seems like the ex-Muslim community, the vast majority of them have been very good at calling this out as well, right? So that's why I'm highlighting Yasmine Mohammed, because it seems like Yasmine Mohammed is not doing that. But I think the vast majority of them have been on the right side of this. What do you think?
no. So I'm not talking about everyone, but the people who want to be politically active in the society,
Mhm.
they are using this tactic. Not all ex-Muslims. Obviously, everybody doesn't want to be politically active. They have
Right.
their own views. But if you want to be politically active in the society, they are associating themselves with this Hindutva ideology. Like Tariq Fateh, they are another ex-Muslim
Right.
uh, who
So
are
I'm
doing
hoping
some.
that we as ex-Muslim content creators are discouraging them to rethink that strategy. That's our
Yeah,
role.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
But good.
I
But
think
that's a
you
good
can.
observation. Yeah.
I think you won't be able to do that. Even it's not just about the atheists and ex-Muslims. Even the people who are practicing Hindus, if they want to be politically active in the current scenario, they
Oh,
have to associate with this Hindutva ideology. What's going on right now? Like the actress uh, that
came up.
started all this thing.
Right.
She is like feminist and women empowerment. What people might think would be a left wing person would be, but if they want to be politically active and be famous in this current scenario, they have to uh, associate themselves with this ideology. That's what I think.
Okay. Okay.
I might be wrong though.
Yeah. Okay. That's an interesting perspective. Okay.
And also because
Yeah.
what I'm seeing from the tweets, the people who are like creating all this nonsense, they are not even the people who worship Kali. Kali is, so in India, every region has their own god. So it's like the gods are worshipped all over the country, but there are regions where they are more important than other gods. So Kali is very
Right.
important in Bengal, Assam, that eastern part of the India. And I
Right. Right.
see the
Right.
tweets they're coming on your against you. They are mostly from the other regions of the India, not from that part.
They're just offense junkies. They're just looking for a way to be offended. This is just they just want to be offended.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's their freedom of expression to get offended, and it's
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
right
I mean,
to offend them.
yeah, but again, I don't even know why that's an argument. Like when we calling them out on on how wrong they are, people are like, well, it's my freedom of expression. Yeah, and I didn't file a lawsuit against you. I'm just calling it out. Your people filed a lawsuit against me. Like I don't even know why this is the freedom of expression is part of the discussion. Nobody is stopping them. Like me calling them
Yeah,
out is not stopping them. So I'm not trying to stop them. I mean, why would I try to stop them? They're helping my activism. Why would I try
yeah.
to stop them? So why they keep saying, "Well, it's my freedom of expression." Yeah, keep going, keep doing what you're doing, and I will keep highlighting what you're doing. Nobody's
I,
stopping you.
I think you have shown a way to especially the ex-Muslims. Like
Mhm.
they have already talked a lot about the Muslims and how wrong the Islam is. If they want to improve, if they want to get bigger, they should go behind Hindus rather than Muslims. That would benefit them more.
It's not about benefiting us. It's about being intellectually consistent and honest, right?
Yeah, I'm just joking on that point.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Armin. Have a great.
Thank you so much. I like your takes. Oh, we had somebody. Okay, let me see. We had somebody come up and then okay, Age is saying I've been posting Kelly giving the finger on 6. Can I show that? Can I show that on YouTube? Yes, right. That's okay to show on YouTube, I think. AGA. I don't even know. Oh yeah, another godless atheist. Let me see. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it, AGA? I want to see that. Yeah, let's. Oh, there we go. There we go. Is this it? Is this a Charlie? I've seen this before. I didn't know it was a Charlie Hebdo cartoon. When was this published? Is this it, AJ? She looked like a Smurf figure. So yeah, so all the people that are supporting Charlie Hebdo, but they're not supporting me, what do they say about this then? The Charlie Hebdo did this as well. Well, we have mods here for whoever's spamming. They could remove the spammers. They could just click on hide user from channel and then it will be fixed. Maybe remind people about how this came about and how we're supporting your friends, Abdullah Samir. No, Raza, it doesn't matter. The thing is that I don't need any excuse to blaspheme. I don't have to explain to people why I want to blaspheme. I can just blaspheme with any reason. Like, I don't have to justify why I'm blaspheming. They don't. If they don't like it, they just go away. I'm going to blaspheme without, if there's given the problem that these people have, given how sensitive everybody seems to be, in fact, I should have blasphemed without any without them going after my friends, years ago, given how obviously big of a problem this seems to be in India. Do you see what I'm saying? So as always, is reminding everybody to like and subscribe and follow us on Twitch. Link to our Twitch is in the description. So follow us there. And also link to our Discord is in the description if you want to debate about these things or if you want to suggest videos for me to review. British Pakistani atheist saying, in the 2019 Indian national election, the BJP won 303 seats. The second largest party only won 52 seats. The ideology of Hindutva has become pervasive throughout society. Yes. And yeah, a lot of people say, "Oh, Hindutva is against caste system." Yes, I know. And guys, I'm gonna try to learn about Hinduism, not because you need to know about Hinduism to mock Hinduism. Okay, you could mock Hinduism with zero knowledge about Hinduism. It's fine. You're allowed to do that. I use my own tactics. No, you are not only allowed to. So I just, guys, did you see? I catch myself. I said the exact same thing that I was just criticizing people for. Of course, you're allowed to do that, but it's also justifiable to do that. It's also, you're morally also in the clear to do that. In fact, I encourage you to do that. Okay, you could blaspheme against Hinduism with zero knowledge on Hinduism. That's good. That's a good thing to do. Okay, so the only reason, because you have to make blasphemy normalized, and you don't need to know about we can demonstrate that it's not normalized without actually knowing anything about Hinduism, right? So I already took a course on Hinduism years ago. I don't remember much of it, but I'm interested in it again. So if I do now start learning about Hinduism, it's not because I need to learn about Hinduism to start blaspheming against Hinduism, but only because I want to, because it's fucking interesting. Okay, because it has amazing stories. That's the only reason. It's not because of your pressure, like, oh, Armin, do not criticize Hinduism if you didn't know anything about it. You guys could criticize Islam even if you don't know anything. You could mock Islam even if you don't know anything about it. Honestly, it takes like 5 minutes to know enough about Islam to be able to mock it. Okay, and every other religion is like that as well. Okay, so there goes that. Hate ideas, not people. Even the worst of people can be rehabilitated. You can hate specific people and still hope that they could get better. I don't agree with this. Okay, hate certain ideas. Yeah. Do not hate the people that believe in it. Do not hate an entire group of people at the same time. I think it's okay to hate specific people, and then you can stop hating them once they become so disgusting and vile. I don't think it's wrong for you. Like if somebody comes and wishes your whole family to die in fire and be raped by a mob before they die, I think it's okay for me to hate that person, and it's okay for me to hate people that have constantly moronic takes. It's okay. And I'm not going to say you're allowed, because again, that goes without saying, right? But it's more than allowed. It's okay, right? And if they become better, then you can stop hating them. Okay? I don't understand. Like I'm not like a Puritan. They're like, oh, you have to be the saint that no matter what somebody does and say, then you have to like not hate them. Like no, like these are too many arbitrary rules, right? Like again, this is kind of like Christianity. Oh, love everybody. Well, I can't. Like that's like what the hell? What kind of a request that is, right? And again, I don't think like that's not a very reasonable and request to not hate anybody, not a single person. Oh, objective reality is here.
Hey,
Armin,
how are you?
Good. How are you?
So I mean, great. So something that I realized is that probably I've never defended anybody on Twitter, but I've been trying to do that for you.
Oh,
and yeah, but I think something that I realized is that it is true. I think there is an element of intimidation that right. I think like people are trying to do it, and to be very honest, I think that is very harmful. And no matter what they say, I think it's still very, very important for you to continue, because that's really what this is all about, and that's right. what it should be about. But then again, I mean, there are also still some nuanced positions that I would take, because purely from a strategic point of view, because I think it's sort of like you've shocked a lot of people. It's like these people, the most hardliners who've been listening to you for a while, they've been like very, very closely listening, because obviously you've been Islam bashing, obviously because that's interesting for them, right? And you suddenly turn around and you've basically shouted in their ears, right? So it's like you've had their ears all along, and they've been extremely sensitive to you, and it's suddenly like you've got that particular audience and you've done it. I'm not saying that's wrong, but I'm just saying that from a strategic point of view, at least for India, I think first you should normalize the fact that there is such a thing called ex-Muslims, right? Because it's purely strategic. That's really what I would say. Because right now, people are not, a vast majority. You're probably, how many people do you reach? You probably reach about, say, 20,000 people on YouTube. And I don't know how many
our Facebook is much bigger. We have 2,400,000 followers on Facebook.
Yeah, but how many of them are Indian, right? And also I would say like something. I was never really like I have a mixed perspective about you, because there is a lot of politics involved here, right? Yeah. The anger, outrage, and all of that is less connected to religious sentiments than it is about politics, and so there is a lot of, for example, in the local environment, in the lived reality of how people live in India, there is always going to be ridicule and intimidation by the Muslim community as well, right? Or people using this for politics as well. So the anger doesn't really stem from you alone. Nobody's looking at it from an objective point of view where, okay, this guy is trying to make a point about your sentiments, or about faith and rationality and things like that. Nobody's looking at it like that, and nobody will also, because it's so charged in politics that you're like, you're missing the point there for them in their heads, no matter what you do.
Yeah, and I know. I've noticed that.
Yeah, but I would still say that you have to first strategically make sure that, you know what, there is such a thing as ex-Muslims. That has to really, really percolate in the mindset of people, right? It's
Well,
okay.
they're trying to dismiss. That's why they're trying to destroy that idea. That's why they're going around with the idea of once a Muslim, always a Muslim.
That's because I mean, you've given them that chance, right? For example, if you had done this 1 year later, when you had a much, I mean, see, I would really say that you could have gained a huge audience, right? A much larger audience, and you could have actually convinced a lot of Muslims also. And it would have been a place where, you know what, you could have identity wouldn't have been a thing, right? Like, for example, oh, I've got this name.
I don't know how you can be so sure about this. That will be different 1 year from now, or now it could have been worse. I mean, things are getting worse in India.
It is getting. I mean, I would really say that it is. It's all relative. Like, I mean, if you,
I will tell you, I will predict something else. I'm gonna keep posting sexy goddesses, and a few years from now, I'm gonna post sexy goddesses, and there's gonna be zero responses to it. Like, it's gonna be not zero, but it's gonna be almost radio silence, right? Like, there's not gonna be much of a backlash.
Even I'm sure of that.
Yeah. So I think like. So we're in the desensitization project, and so it's gonna work. I think it's gonna work.
I'm sure of that. Even I'm sure of that. It's just that the problem is that it's a strategic mistake in terms of efficiency. I'm just saying in terms of efficiency.
I think when it comes to the efficiency, we have managed to outdo decades worth of whitewashing Hinduism to the world and promoting it as this lovey-dovey religion. And you know, we have like, when it comes to anti-theism, I think we managed to undo decades worth of, you know, marketing and PR. We undid that in like 3 days. So I think it's hard to expect any more efficiency than what we have achieved, you know, in the past week, and thanks to them mostly.
That I do not doubt. I mean, from the sense that you've done it globally. Right. I do not doubt that you've done it from a global perspective, from a sense that if you see, they've really presented the worst face for India, right? It's like losing face, right? Like the Chinese have.
Well, I'm actually trying to make sure that people do not do that, make that association with just all Indians. So, like, I'm trying to show that there's a lot of hope, because we have a lot of good activists in India fighting all of this crap.
Oh, that is true. But like, I mean, it's like, but locally, it's not really making an effect. Right? Because for example, if it would have made an effect if, say, for example, a person like me came out and I'm like, I'm ashamed of you guys, right? And if they would have taken that in a positive light.
Okay, but you're expecting too much, like baby steps. Like, come on, like given how small we are, we have already made like a big difference, right? So,
but you didn't need to shock them into. See, I would really say now this.
Can I read the super chat before you go? Can I?
Oh, please, sorry.
No, just 1 second. Let me read the super chat, and then don't lose that thought, okay? Arjun is saying the problem with overly emphasizing the Hindu distinction is that you miss that being a Hindu is more consistent with certain false ideas and bad methodologies. That's Arjun with the $14 Canadian super chat. Arjun, you could do smaller super chats, you know, like that's really like you keep like you're too generous, but thank you so much. There was also a new member, MKV Hinduism Seeker is a new member, and we also had another super chat that I can't find. Oh, there we go. We had 100 rupees super chat with no comment. Thank you so much, N. Gibson, for the super chat. Okay, sorry, you were saying we don't need the shock value. Why not?
Yeah, you don't need the shock value pure locally. I mean, if you look at what would happen in India, right?
Oh, not me. Like you're talking about the activists in India.
Yeah, to the activists in India, and to the effect of the Indians also, right? For example, it's like now you've shocked them into thinking that, you know what, nothing good can ever come from atheists.
No, okay.
and whereas atheists would have been you know what?
Okay, that's here's the thing. That's not. They would, no matter any attack that is worthwhile, okay, will get a pushback like this against you, right? Like any offense that is worth working on, like worth taking, right, worth making a move on, will get you a reaction that will try to generalize the people as demonic or satanic or wrong or Muslim or whatever they want to do, right? So that will always, if your attack on an ideology is strong enough, the pushback that you're criticizing, that pushback will always be there. So if that's your criteria, then we wouldn't be able to make any kind of a progress, because that is significant, because that would be the, because we will see that reaction anyways. We have somebody. Yeah.
Okay. So one last thing, and I'll be out.
Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying?
No. I get it, but I really think that, I mean, because I mean, you should probably depend on something more statistical. Like, say, for example, one is proportionality of offense taking, even in the Indian environment. I really see. I totally do agree that the Hindus are a majority. They have a but they've really just broken out of it also in their own cultural context, right? And even the blasphemy laws also, I think it's far more difficult to challenge Islamic, theology or mindset, even in India, than it is elsewhere. And there is a lot of back and forth between Hindu and Muslim communities that you're just like feeding to the fire. But although I still don't, I'm not saying that your position is wrong. I'm still saying that you should definitely keep going at it. But it's just that you have to understand the strategic realities of like the country, right? Or the environment here.
I'm trying. Okay, but thank you for that.
I'm just saying you should look at it like a waveform, right? You should be like swinging between that side and this side, and you should really look at it in terms of proportionality, which the head and the trough, the top and the bottom side of the waveform. If you think the top side is Islam and the bottom side is the Hinduism, then it has to be proportional. You have to be making and you have to keep on increasing the wavelength, the amplitude of that particular wavelength, right? As you keep moving forward. That's really what I wanted to say.
All right. Thank you so much. I come back again. Okay, cool. So that's why I'm gonna keep making content against Islam as well. Darko is saying, how would Armin reach these people if he wouldn't talk about Sexy Kelly? Come on, dude, they would never know about him. Yeah, but again, he's just trying to say, like, make sure you understand the dynamics at the ground, and he has some point there, and I think that knowing more of, I'm learning more about that, and I think that is valuable to know. Okay, so I'll give him that. The moth is keep trying to invite me to Islam. Allah is all loving. Let me see. There was another new. Okay. MKV is saying, Armin, sir, Kelly is not mythological character. I can provide you all history data about Kelly, how she become goddess. I also let you know, sir. Okay, well, I mean, if she's real, then that's amazing. I would love for. Is she like live today? And how could I reach out to her? Okay, do you have her number? Okay, so MKV is like saying that Kelly is real. She's not mythological. So I'm excited. I'm very excited right now. Okay, so MKV, I don't want you just prove to me that she's real. I also want you to tell me exactly how I could contact her. That's the more important part. Marco is saying shock is the way to go with some people. Yes. Kelly is a MILF. Yes, she is. Where was this other one? Oh, this is MKV. You keep posting the same thing. No, it's okay, Deborah. It's okay if even if they keep posting the same thing, as long as there's some distance between it, that's allowed. Next. Okay, cool. I think we are done here. Let me see. I feel like we're being woke by giving Hinduism the benefit of the doubt. I think giving anything the benefit of the doubt is not part of woke, is part of skepticism. Yeah, I don't think giving anybody the benefit of the doubt, I don't think that's a woke mentality. I mean, the woke is actually the woke dogma is actually pretty certain about. They don't give the benefit of the doubt. They're religious. They're like, this is it, and this is how it is, and no ifs or buts about it. So no, I think that's actually the opposite of being woke. Kelly is real. Question mark. I love her even more now. Yeah, I mean, I'm scared as well. She has a bad record of beheading people she doesn't like. I heard that all I need to do if she gets on a rampage is just lie on the ground and let her walk on me, and apparently that calms her down. So I'll use that tactic if she's about to behead me. I mean, they're not. I mean, even if she ends up beheading me, that's a pretty epic way to go, right? Like from all the ways that your life could end, being beheaded by a goddess. I mean, come on, like that would be my preferred way of leaving this world. Yeah, damn, Asura is saying, damn, Armin is simping again. Yes. I love the smart Indians I see here. In reality, it exists. Yes, there are many smart Indians, and India is lucky to have them. Yeah, okay, we're just going to do 2 more of the member comments. I love the smart. Yeah, I love the smart. You already read that. Deborah saying, "Yeah, man, that's a way to go for sure." Exactly. Okay, so Soha is reminding everybody to like and subscribe, and I'm going to do that as well. Please like and subscribe, and follow us on Twitch. Join our Discord server, and what else? Subscribe to our newsletter. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Follow my personal accounts as well, not just Atheist Republic. I don't notice the notifications on Atheist Republic because that's just too big. That's what she said. But my notifications on my Twitter, actually these days I don't even notice the notification on my personal Twitter account because of all the crap that I'm getting. But anyways, I love everybody who's following us on Twitch and is subscribed. The rest of you, I do not love you at all. I don't even love is. Of course, I don't love you. I don't even like you. But you could change that. You could just subscribe. It takes half a second. It doesn't cost you anything. And then I'll end up loving you right after. See, it's so easy. Just hit the subscribe button. And then when you hit the bell icon, make sure you don't just hit the bell icon. You also hit the all. You select all notifications. Anyways, I'm going to go. Bye-bye. Hit the notification bell. Subscribe right now. Every single one of you that is watching this right now, subscribe to this channel right now. Do it now.